So I would like to do just a quick run through of our charges and field simulator, mainly because there have been some updates to the app since the manual was written. So there's just a little issue with what the manual is referring to and what the app looks like. So I'll try to keep this short. There's just a couple little things just to hopefully eliminate some confusion here. When the manual says to click grid, that's this right here. Okay, so there's a grid, and there's a little ruler right here. Okay, that says so two little divisions are 20 centimeters. So if you notice that two large divisions are 1 meter. Okay, so that's basically what this grid is showing. One large division is half a meter, two large divisions is 1 meter. Okay, so click grid just means you're showing the grid. All right. So the next thing is, so this is, it's the same school, University of Colorado. So it should be, kind of familiar to you based on the circuit simulator we've been playing with. So I'm just going to take one charge. I'm not going to run through the whole lab. So I'm taking a positive charge, right? We can just click and drag it. When it says to place an E-field sensor somewhere, that's this yellow sensor right here. Alright, so this is acting as a positive test charge, right? And so it's going to show you the direction of the electric field at that point. Okay, so that's an E-field sensor. When the manual says to show numbers, it's basically saying click this values button. Alright, so what this is saying is, hey, there's an electric field of 9 volts per meter, right? We use newtons per coulomb, but it's also volts per meter. We kind of talked about that in chapter 16. So there's an E-field sensor. I can put it back. I can put this charge back. So when it says show numbers, we're just clicking values, and that'll tell you what the E-field is, wherever that sensor is located. When it says show E-field, now usually I think by default when you open this up, this is already checked, but show E-field is that. Okay, so if we have a positive test charge here, these arrows show me the direction of the electric field. Now it shows the magnitude too, right? They're getting weaker, right? So the arrows are getting a little bit darker, harder to see the farther away you get. If I want direction only, and if I don't want the magnitude, I can click on that, right? The manual will say show high-res V. Show high-res V. Now we don't have a difference between high-res and low-res anymore. Okay, so whenever it says show high-res or low-res, just click on this right here, voltage. Okay, so that's basically telling us how the potential is changing, right? Really, really bright red means a high potential, and then farther and farther away you see the red gets darker and darker, it goes away. So that's a low potential. Okay, so whenever it says show high-res V or low-res V, just click the voltage, right? Click that voltage button on and off. Where's the voltmeter? The manual will say, well, where's the voltmeter? That's this thing right here. Okay, it's kind of like our ammeter from the circuit construction kit. So if I put this crosshair at any location and I hit this pencil, it will draw an equipotential contour for me, right? So that's very nice. And since I have show values on, it tells me what the potential is there, right? So if I have show values, right, the numbers come on. If I turn them off, I don't see them. And I can put a bunch, right? I can put a bunch of them there. Now I can't delete just one. I can only delete all of them. So when I hit this eraser, all of my equipotential contours are going to go away. Okay, so I think those are the only differences between the manual and the new app. So if you run into anything else, anything in the manual that is confusing to you, or I haven't explained here, just send me an email, let me know. And here's my reset button, so everything goes away and I'm back to square one, right? Start the grid. My E field's there. I can move my charges. Got my E field sensor if I want to know what the value of the electric field is there, right? So on and so forth. Got my voltmeter, right? Show the voltage, all that stuff. Okay, so just some issues with the language I wanted to clear up before we got into experiments 5 and 6 this week. We're going to be using this for experiments 5 and 6. Okay, so I'll send an email out asking you to watch this video real quick. Hopefully I didn't take too long, but check this video out. It'll help you get through the labs. Alright, have a good week. Stay in touch. See ya.